Hey everybody, it's Bubber Dude, and this is Mario's 35th Anniversary Rumor Speculation Series number 3, where I am going to be talking about what could a Super Mario Galaxy remaster be like on the Nintendo Switch. So, in this episode, I'm going to be focusing on Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2 for the second half of this video, and what could their remasters on the Switch be like. So, first, like always, we have a graphics comparison for Super Mario Galaxy on the Wii. So, these are the graphics from the Wii for Super Mario Galaxy, the original game. And this is potentially what the graphics could look like on the Nintendo Switch. So those are potential Nintendo Switch graphics, but we're not for sure. We don't know that is exactly what they're going to look like, but it will be in some form of HD graphics that will be better than the original game. So the controls. Could this game have different controls from the original? So on the Switch, we'll be playing this game with Joy-Cons or a Switch Pro controller. So on the original Wii, we would be using a Wii Remote and Nunchuck. So since the Wii Remote is very different from the Switch Joy-Cons, the graphics could be changed, even though the Joy-Cons and the Wii Remote both have some similar buttons like A and B, even though they have different placements on the controller. But X and Y for the Wii Remote are kind of 1 and 2, and then we have plus and minus, the home button on both of them, the D-pad or like arrow buttons for the Switch Joy-Cons. And then technically the Wii Remote has 2 joysticks if you count the D-pad as one, because the Nunchuck has a joystick, and the D-pad can be used as a joystick because it has movement. Sometimes you can move Mario in certain games, like with the D-pad. So, but on the Joy-Cons, we have a lot more buttons because you can press in the joysticks. We have the triggers ZL and ZR, and then we have R and L buttons on the top of the controllers. And then we obviously have SL and SR, but those are only used when you're using the Joy-Cons horizontally. So the controls for Super Mario Galaxy on the Switch could be changed a lot, but with the new Nintendo Switch software update, or system update, version 10, we now can choose our button mapping for our Joy-Cons or Pro controllers, so we can change what buttons do what. So, like if the A button does something differently from the Wii, we can map A for something else. So we could actually change the controls for this game since we have button mapping now, but the controls will probably be different since the Wii Remote is different from the Switch Joy-Cons, and it's just not the same controller. So Nintendo will have to change some things when they do remake this, if this does come true. So new power-ups. Could there be new power-ups added to this remaster? So, like the original, we'll obviously have the Bee suit and the Spring suit and other power-ups from Super Mario Galaxy. So this is Bee Mario from Super Mario Galaxy and Galaxy 2. And so we'll obviously have the return of the power-ups from the original game, but Nintendo could add some new power-ups to the remaster because it is a new game, and it's not just a straight-up port because they are adding HD graphics. So I would love to see like other power-ups that did not appear in this game that were like just classic Mario power-ups, like maybe the penguin suit. They could add that from the new Super Mario Bros. Series, and some other, like a Mega Mushroom or a Mini Mushroom, or I don't know, Boomerang Flower maybe. So they could add some other power-ups that have appeared in Mario games before. So I think some of those would fit in, like the Boomerang suit and the Penguin suit would fit in really good, and maybe they could add, like I said, Mega Mushroom and Mini Mushroom to this game too. So Mario's and or Luigi's moves. Could Mario and Luigi's movesets be expanded for the remaster, and could moves from other Mario games be added? So the reason I said Mario and Luigi is because Luigi does appear in this game as a support character and as a playable character the second time that you play through Super Mario Galaxy. So I'm going to focus on this in the later in the video, but multiplayer, I think for this game, is going to be 2-player co-op like Sunshine. I just don't really think they'll fit in 4 players like a Galaxy game. I just don't think it would really work that way. And since Luigi was in the first 2 games, I think that he would really be a great second character for multiplayer. So I think that if they do add multiplayer, they will add Luigi as a second character, and it will most likely be split screen, but it doesn't have to. So Mario and Luigi kind of have the same moves in this game because it's Galaxy, so they have the spin, and they obviously have the triple jump, the long jump. I don't think there's a roll. They can crouch, they can obviously do a jump, they can run. So those are like the moves that you can do in Mario Galaxy. And obviously in Mario Galaxy 2, which I'm going to be focusing on in the second half of this video, you can use Yoshi, and Yoshi has different power-ups he can use. So I don't know. Later, I think I'll focus on some of the Yoshi power-ups that Yoshi can eat. So I think that Mario and Luigi's moves will kind of just stay the same because the moveset, I don't know. The movesets, they could add more 3D moves like the roll and the dive. Like Super Mario Odyssey, I think, had the best moveset for Mario because it obviously had Cappy, but I don't really think they're going to add that into more games besides if they do add a Super Mario Odyssey 2 to the Switch sometime. But that's for another video. So, yeah. New or remixed music. Could there be new music tracks added to the remaster, or will some of the music be remixed? So one place, or galaxy in Super Mario Galaxy, and I believe Super Mario Galaxy 2, that we all know and has great music is Gusty Garden Galaxy. So they will probably remix this track as it was like the most popular, or one of the most popular tracks from that game. So I think they'll probably, because Champions Road from Super Mario 3D World, if you don't know, that's the very last level in one of the bonus worlds. But I'm not going to go too far into that because I don't want to spoil anything. But Champions Road was basically a remix of Gusty Garden Galaxy, I'm pretty sure. Or, yeah, so that had a remix track of Gusty Garden Galaxy, I'm pretty sure. So they'll probably remix that. They could use the Champions Road, they could use the original, or they could remix it. And they could remix any other tracks from the original game, but they could probably, I think, since it is 2020 and it's a new decade, they'll probably remix some of the tracks to make it fit in with the Switch's library of games and like all the other Mario games on the Switch. So they'll probably make some new tracks even, but they'll probably remix at least a couple of the tracks, like Gusty Garden Galaxy. So, snapshot mode. Could there be a snapshot mode in this remaster such as the one from Super Mario Odyssey? And first of all, shout outs to PlushTube Official for giving me the idea of adding this topic from Super Mario Odyssey into the series. So thank you, PlushTube Official. Go check him out on TikTok and Twitter. Go to his YouTube channel. He'll have those accounts on there. So he told me I should add the snapshot mode from Super Mario Odyssey as a topic to this series. So that's what I'm going to be talking about as part of one of our topics today. And I will be also talking about this for Super Mario Galaxy 2, even though the games are similar and it's the same mode. They're still two different games, and I will be focusing on this mode for both of them. So, first of all, snapshot mode is a mode where you can add filters and add the Super Mario Odyssey logo in Super Mario Odyssey, which has only appeared in that game so far. So they will probably add this to these remasters, but I don't know if they'll decide to go back to it or not. I really hope they do because I love the snapshot mode, and I love taking a bunch of pictures in Super Mario Odyssey, especially New Donk City, because it's a very amazing place that has a bunch of buildings, and it's just a really cool place to get some views of, or pictures of some great views there. So I think that they should add this, but they don't have to. I really want them to see this app. I really want them to add this to Galaxy and Galaxy 2 and all the other remasters and even 3D World, because I would love to take some snapshots of those games. But even though if they don't add it, we're still good because we do have the capture mode, but it's not exactly the same as snapshot mode because we can't really add filters and do all the crazy stuff that we could do in Super Mario Odyssey. So even if they don't, we can still take captures because on the Switch we do have the capture button and we have an album. So either way, we'll still be able to take pictures in these games no matter what on the Switch. But they could disable captures for softwares because in some games they do disable videos, but I don't know if they disable pictures. So most likely we'll be able to take pictures even if they don't add this. So, new story. Could there be a new story, or will the original story be used in the remaster? So this place is Rosalinda's Comet Observatory, and this is just a little layout of it, all of the rooms in here. So they will probably add this most likely to the remaster because, like I said, it's a remaster. It's not Super Mario Galaxy 3, which I know everyone wants, but at least we're probably going to get remasters because this is a rumor. So they'll obviously have Rosalina in it, and they'll have her Comet Observatory. Maybe Luigi could become a playable character, and maybe he could have his own starship, because you know how the Toad Brigade has their own. But I don't know. Mario doesn't really have his ship, so I don't think they would give Luigi anything that Mario doesn't have, because, I don't know. They don't usually give Luigi all of the credit, except for in Year of Luigi, which was in 2013. So, they'll probably, for all of these games, I just wanted to focus lightly on this, because they could add some tweaks to the game, because one major thing is that if they do add multiplayer, they might have to change the story a little bit to fit in Luigi, because that's the most likely character that will be a second player in multiplayer for these games, because he's Mario's brother, so they'll probably add him as a second character if they do add multiplayer. But like I said, they might change something to the story if they do add him, so they might have to do that to fit him in if they do add multiplayer. So new story probably won't happen, but they'll have to somehow change it if they do add multiplayer. So more missions or stars. Could there be new missions or more stars added to the remake, or will there be the same amount as before? So here is Mario, you got a star, and so we have to collect hundreds of stars in Super Mario Galaxy, I'm pretty sure, and so they could add more stars, which would be great, because maybe they could add more stars to these galaxies so that we could experience more of them, because some galaxies only had 2 or 3, some had more than that. Some galaxies even only had 1 star. Like I think the Sweet Sweet Galaxy from the beginning of Super Mario Galaxy only had 1 star, so you don't really play through that one for very long. So I really do hope that more missions and collectibles in these games, because they do have different ones, will happen in all of these remasters, because I really want to see more stars, shines, green stars, whatever, added, because I want more of a challenge, and I want to be able to have more playtime and experience more in these games to their full potential. So additional levels and content. Could there be additional levels in this game to make it better than the original, or potential DLC content? So here we have, so this is a texture or mod that makes Super Mario Galaxy, I think it's Super Mario Galaxy 2, but I think it is one, that makes it look like Super Mario 64, because this is one of the levels from that game. So I really do hope Nintendo will add additional levels or content, or even more galaxies. So they could add different galaxies, like more galaxies to Super Mario Galaxy Remaster, so that we could experience, I don't know, more places in the universe or whatever. So, like I said earlier, or more stars to the existing galaxies. Either one I would love to see in this game, so that I could explore more throughout these different planets. So, multiplayer. Could a feature such as 2-player co-op work with this game, or work with the story of this game? So this is a mod that adds split-screen multiplayer to Super Mario Galaxy 2, because I could not find anything on Super Mario Galaxy 1 for multiplayer really at all. So that is just a screenshot of some multiplayer action in Super Mario Galaxy 2 with Luigi. So one screen is Mario, one screen is Luigi. I really hope this will happen, because I really want multiplayer in this game, because I think it would be really fun. And in the original, they just had the co-star mode, which the second player would just like throw star bits and like attack enemies, and they didn't really have a player to control. It was just player 1 that controlled Mario, and the second player, basically they didn't have a character, they only had a star pointer, as where Mario had both. Player 1 had both of those. So I really hope that player 2 will be added as a character such as Luigi or Yoshi. I don't know, maybe 3-player co-op with Yoshi, but I don't think that will happen. So they could add, they obviously have to give Luigi a spin attack and give him his own star pointer, because really that wouldn't be fair if they didn't. So I really want to see multiplayer in this game. And with that, we are closing out the first half of the video on Super Mario Galaxy Remastered for the Nintendo Switch. And now we're going to be talking about Super Mario Galaxy 2, the sequel to everyone's favorite game, or at least most people, because I know a lot of people liked it. But this is part 2, or half number 2, or whatever you want to call it, of Mario's 35th Anniversary Rumor Speculation Series, Episode 3, what could a Super Mario Galaxy 2 remaster be like on the Switch? So we're not getting Mario Galaxy 3, we're getting Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, possibly in a bundle, both as HD remasters for the Nintendo Switch, which is something very exciting because I really want these games to be on Switch so that I can play them on the Switch, because I don't know, the Switch is like really fun and it has all these other Mario games on it that are also really fun to play too. So I really want these games to come to the Switch and I want this rumor to come true. But with that, we are going to be going into a graphics comparison for Super Mario Galaxy 2. So if you were to play this game on Nintendo Wii, you would see this. So not perfect, but it looks clearer than Super Mario Galaxy 1. So yeah, pretty good. But these are the Wii graphics, and this is potential Nintendo Switch graphics, which look a lot better. But Super Mario Galaxy 2 was a little bit of a step up from the original, because I think the graphics were a little bit better. But the bottom one is even better because it's HD, like real HD. Not saying that the original games were HD, just not. But that is even better than both games, so I would love to see. But I mean, they're going to add this, so I really want to see it, like if the rumor does come true. So, let's see. Controls. Could this game have different controls from the original? So if we're going to be playing this game on our Switch, we're going to be using these little things, which are our Switch Joy-Cons. And on the Wii, we would be using a regular Wii Remote and Nunchuck. So like I said earlier, basically this had the same controls, like long jumps, all of those other 3D moves, spin, attack, obviously. So I think just take what I said earlier, a little bit different because the Switch Joy-Cons do have more buttons. I think maybe everything could have its own button. It would probably have similar controls to Super Mario Odyssey because this is a 3D game and it's on the Switch now, so it's going to be improved even better from what the original game was. So controls could be improved a little bit, but I think overall a little bit the same because, you know, Wii remotes had A and B and a D-pad and plus and minus, things like that. So same general concept, but there could be a few tweaks here and there. So, new power-ups. Could there be new power-ups added to this remaster? So this is Mario with the Cloud Flower, I'm pretty sure. Cloud Mario. So they'll obviously add all of the previous power-ups, like Yoshi, and they can, so like I said earlier, I told you guys that I was going to focus on talking about Yoshi power-ups. I think Yoshi had different power-ups he could eat, like the air balloon one where he would float and he would turn blue, and I think there was an orange one where he would run really fast. I'm sorry, I don't know exactly what these are called, but I think there was one more. There's orange, blue, and if you guys know, if there is any others, please do tell me in the comment section below. Please comment below if you can name all of the Yoshi fruits and power-ups or whatever they are. And like I said earlier, for Super Mario Galaxy 1, they should add some other power-ups from the Mario franchise, like Mega Mushroom, Mini Mushroom, Boomerang Flower, and I think the Penguin suit would fit really good because they do have the Ice Flower, and I just think the 3D movement of that, because we've never seen that in the 3D Mario game, so I really want to see that and see how the Nintendo makes that, how they implement this and that power-up into the game if they do add it. So I would really like to see those power-ups in both of these remasters because I want them to add more power-ups for us to experiment with throughout the game. So Mario's and Luigi's moves. Could Mario and Luigi's movesets be expanded for the remaster, and could moves from other Mario games be added? So here you can see Mario and Yoshi flying across the sky through a galaxy to complete the level and get a star. So obviously Yoshi's going to make a comeback, and they could even add him to the original game, but they would have to change, like, I don't know if they would really have to change the story, because all they would have to do is add the Yoshi egg to some of the levels and add him in. So he's not a big part in the story, because I do think he only appears in some levels in Super Mario Galaxy 2. I don't know if he appears in all of them. I think it's just some of them. So, like I said earlier, they'll obviously add the spin attack from both original games to the remaster, because it's not a new game, it's a remaster. So it's the same game, but on the Switch. And they'll probably add Yoshi power-ups, like I said, more power-ups. So Mario and Luigi, I would love to see two-player co-op, like I said earlier, and the multiplayer, because I'm just repeating some of the same stuff, because it is the same topics, but it's all in one video, so it's kind of getting repetitive. but I know I'm trying to, I don't know, just make these stand out from the other game. So, same general concept for their movesets, long jumps, crouches. I think they should add the roll because I don't think that was in, I don't think it was in the original Super Mario Galaxy, and I don't think it was in Super Mario Galaxy 2 either. So I think that, yeah, so you could just do triple jumps and the spin attack and, yeah, things like that. So, next topic is new and remix music. Could there be new music tracks added to the remaster, or will some of the music be remixed? So, this is, I'm pretty sure that's Gusty Garden Galaxy. So, they'll obviously remix that track. I think they should add at least 1 or 2 new music tracks to these remasters. So they'll probably remix some of the music, but I would love to see new music. So remix music is good though. Snapshot mode, again, shout outs to Plush2 Official for giving me this idea to add this as a topic to this series. Thank you so much, Plush2 Official. And so could there be a snapshot mode in this remaster such as the one from Super Mario Odyssey? So possibly yes. I would really love to see it in this game, and I really want it, but if they don't have it again, we can take captures, but they could disable the video capture function, which, I don't know. So either way, we'll still be able to take regular captures if they don't add this, but I would really want to add filters and stuff to my snapshots in snapshot mode. So I really want to see this, but again, they're not 100% going to add it. So, but I just want to see it into these remasters because I think it would be really cool to use this function in these games. So, new story. Could there be a new story, or will the original story be used in the remaster? So, this is again Rosalina's Comet Observatory. So, they'll obviously add this to the remasters, both of them, because it was in the original games. I'm pretty sure both of them. So, same story, but if they do add Luigi, like I said earlier, they'll have to change it a little bit because, he was part of the game and the original too, so I don't know. They might add a few tweaks, but overall, same story, and there's not going to be that much added to the story for these remasters, I don't think. So, more missions and stars. Could there be new missions or more stars added to the remake, or will there be the same amount as before? So here is Luigi, because I thought it wouldn't be fair for just Mario in both of these pictures. Luigi on top of Yoshi, because I couldn't get a good quality picture of just Luigi. So, Luigi, you got a star, or green star specifically. So I think there should be more stars added to both of these games, like I said earlier, for Super Mario Galaxy 1. I really want to have more challenge, and so, like, playing these galaxies longer. If there's more stars, we have to play longer to complete them. And I want to explore more, and I want Nintendo to make this game the best it can be by adding more stars and doing everything they can to just make this game amazing and to just amaze everyone for these remasters on the Switch. So, additional levels and content. Could there be additional levels in this game to make it better than the original, or potential DLC content? So, here we have a scrapped level or galaxy from Super Mario Galaxy 1, I'm pretty sure. It was a beta thing that was scrapped. So this is Starman Fort. That was a scrapped level. And Plush2 Official also told me that he thinks I should do something like talk about bringing back scrap levels or things like that. He told me about Starman Fort. Thank you so much, Plush2 Official. Shout out to you again. So go check him out. And so I really think they should bring this back because it looks like a pretty cool level to do. And I just really want to see it in these remasters because I wish they had added it to the real game so we could have already been playing it and know what it was really about. So I don't know how much information everyone knows on this because I don't know too much about Starman Fort, but I really just want to see this galaxy or level added to these remasters because I think it would be really cool and just make the game feel complete. So multiplayer. Could a feature such as 2-player co-op work with this game? So, like I said earlier, here's the same picture because this is Super Mario Galaxy 2 and I couldn't find any on Super Mario Galaxy. So, there's the same picture for you again. Split screen, 2-player co-op with Luigi. And most likely it will probably be split screen. But again, they don't have to add multiplayer, but I really want them to because I don't want just another co-star mode thing. But they do have the gyro controls with the scope on the right Joy-Con like they did in Mario Tennis Aces. I think that there is a possibility for this because they could use the right Joy-Cons if you were like just using them detached. You could use the right Joy-Con as your star pointer, or you could they could probably use the left stick to move the character Mario or Luigi, and the right stick to control your star pointer. So that's probably what they will do if they don't use the gyroscope. But I don't know. I just really want them to add multiplayer, and I think they might have to change the story if they do add Luigi as a playable character, like alongside Mario at the same time. So for 2-player co-op. So I really want to see multiplayer, and I think it would be a great feature to add to these remasters. But that is it for this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and hit the bell. And please leave this video a like if you enjoyed. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I think my channel has like over 400 views. So thank you so much for supporting me on my channel. Thank you for watching my videos. Just thank you for just giving me all the support, and thank you for commenting and just thanking me for all the work that I do, and thank you guys for just helping me out by telling me that these videos are doing great in the comment section in the past 2 videos. So yeah, thanks so much, and thank you to PlushTube Official for telling me about recommending the snapshot mode topic and telling me that I should add or talk about Starman 4 in this video, something like bringing back scrap levels, but I think I'll just add that to the additional levels and content section because it is kind of the same concept. But yeah, thanks to PlushTube Official, shout out to you, and thank you to everyone else who's been commenting on my videos and just supporting me. Thanks for thank you for watching all my videos, because that really helps me grow, and thank you for liking the videos and just telling me that I'm doing a great job. But that is all for this episode on Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2 remasters for the Nintendo Switch, Mario's 35th Anniversary Rumor Speculation Series Episode 3. So that's all for this episode, and until next time, bye.